I'll check with Luis and the interpreter and see how they.
Okay. Okie dokie. So we have Enrique, Martin, the coach. All righty. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Judge.
There we go. So who do you have with us? Do we have Mr. Jeremy Hernandez?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Martin.
I have Mr. Ramos Miguel.
Ramos Miguel. Okay, we don't have Miss Arditi yet. Do you have anybody else?
No, the other gentleman, Mr. Woodruff Arturo, is on a different floor.
Okay, so we'll just wait till Miss Arditi comes, joins us on that one.
Your Honor, if we've got a moment here, just before Mr. Woodruff is brought out, I had a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
It looks like, I want to say 4 months ago, I signed a motion for substitution from Omar Kimona, who was going to be replacing me as Mr. Arturo Woodruff's attorney on this misdemeanor. But then it looks like, I don't know if that was ever filed by him or if you maybe denied his motion for substitution. Do you happen to recall anything like that?
I do not. It's unlikely I would have denied it.
That's what I was thinking. So I'll try to figure out with him then. Thank you. That's all I was
Maybe
asking.
they've changed their mind, or maybe they just never filed it. I don't know. Does it show up in Odyssey as being filed?
No, ma'am.
Judge,
Not that I can see.
There's nothing filed, Judge.
Okay, then you would have to contact CLM or whatever they are
Yes, ma'am.
and find out what happened.
That'll be real fun. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yes. Mr. Ramos? All right.
Here.
We're waiting for your attorney to log on.
Okay.
All righty.
Miss Arditi will be logging on now, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Let me get Mr. Ramos's paperwork.
Good morning, Judge. How are you? This is Regina Arditi.
Good morning, Miss Arditi. We
How
are
you doing,
ready
Judge?
to, pardon?
I said, how are you doing, Judge?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. I was going to ask you if you wouldn't mind putting me in a breakout room with my client for a few minutes.
Okay, let me go ahead and do that.
Thank you so much, Judge. Now, we're only having the bond hearing this morning. Is that correct, Judge?
That's correct.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
On the violation, the
Frederick Mandel said that signed Rule 11.
All right, let me see if I can get these people out of the breakout room.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Gonzalez.
Your Honor, when I do need at one point to talk to Mr. Senesi very quickly. I think we might have an agreement, something worked out, but I do want to talk to him in a breakout room just to make sure we're all on the same page.
Okay, the annex hasn't joined us yet. And I currently have Miss Arditi in a breakout room with her client. So that's why we're not moving anything else.
Okey doke.
Judge, the annex is also logging on.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, let me, there they are. Where's the annex? Annex, who do you have?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I have Hernandez, Jeremy, Kenny.
Okay,
Joseph, and
let's bring him out then, so we can get started. All right, court calls a case of the state of Texas versus Jeremy David Hernandez, cause number 2018-0C-10557. Let the record reflect this proceeding is being heard in compliance with the emergency orders of the Texas Supreme Court and the Court of Criminal Appeals under various miscellaneous docket numbers regarding the COVID-19 state of disaster, the guidance issued by OCA, and the El Paso Council of Judges statement to the attorneys of the bar regarding coronavirus. May I have announcement of counsel?
Samantha Nelson for the state. The state is ready.
Good morning, Your Honor. Enrique Martin on behalf of Mr. Hernandez. Defense is ready.
All right. You are Jeremy David Hernandez?
That is correct.
Raise your right hand, sir. Solemnly swear affirm testimony you may give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. Mr. Hernandez, are you the same Jeremy David Hernandez that was placed on probation for DWI .15 or above May 28th, 2019 out of this court?
Yes, that's correct.
Is that your signature on the judgment there, sir?
Yes.
Okay, paragraph 3 of the motion to revoke alleges that you failed to participate in the treatment alternatives to incarceration program. Is that true?
Yes.
Next paragraph says that on or about June 22nd, 2020, you failed to participate in the TAP program. True?
Yes, that's true.
That for the month of August 2019, excuse me, January 2020, March 2020, June 2020, August through October 2020, you failed to report. Is that true?
That's correct.
That you failed to complete the victim impact panel. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
That you failed to do the DWI education program. Is that true?
Right.
You failed to obtain an ignition interlock from June through October 2020. Is that true?
That's correct.
That you failed to obtain an in-home unit. Is that true? Excuse me. Is that true, sir?
Yes.
That you failed to complete your community service hours. Is that true?
That's correct.
Failed to pay your community supervision fees. True?
Yes.
Failed to pay court cost and fine. Is that true?
Yes.
All right, court will find that you're one and the same Jeremy David Hernandez that was placed on probation for DWI .15 out of this court, May 28th, 2019, that the terms and conditions of your supervision were lawful and reasonable, and paragraphs 3 through 18 of the motion to revoke are true. At this time, the court will follow the state's recommendation, revoke your probation, send you to 45 days in jail with credit for all time served. Anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. You all are excused.
Thank you, Judge. Stay safe, please.
You too. Excuse me. Who else do you have?
Kenny Joseph.
Hey, Mr. Kenny?
Yes, ma'am.
Court calls the case of the state of Texas versus Joseph Kenny, cause numbers 2019-0C 10380, 2019-0C 10309, and 2019-0C 10543. Let the record reflect this proceeding is being heard in reference to and compliance with the emergency orders of the Texas Supreme Court and the Court of Criminal Appeals under various miscellaneous docket numbers regarding the COVID-19 state of disaster, the guidance issued by OCA, and the El Paso Council of Judges statement to the attorneys of the bar regarding coronavirus. May I have announcement of council?
Samantha Nelson for the state is ready.
Carl DeCodes for Joseph Kenny, ready, Your Honor.
You are Joseph Kenny.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand, sir. Solemnly swear affirm testimony may give this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Charged with the offense of unlawfully carrying a weapon alleged to have occurred 20th day of September 2019. To that charge, sir, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Possession of marijuana alleged to have occurred 2nd day of October 2019 in El Paso County, Texas. To that charge, sir, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And again, unlawfully carrying a weapon alleged to have occurred October 2nd, 2019 in El Paso County, Texas. To that charge, how do you plead, sir, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Court will find you guilty on each, sentence you to 270 days in jail with credit for all time served, 3 cases to run concurrent with each other. Anything further, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
No, Judge, thank you.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, Mr. Kenny.
Be excused, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Who else do you have, Annex?
Nunez Abraham.
I don't think his attorney is with us yet. Do you have Mr. Sinise?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with his attorney.
Yes, ma'am. ID. One step back. Right there. Yes. Make sure you speak loud.
All right. Miss Arditi, are you finished?
Yes, Your Honor, we're finished.
Okay. So what are you doing on Mr. Ramos? Bond hearing?
Pardon?
Are you proceeding with a bond hearing?
Yes, we're gonna ask for a bond because
All right.
right now.
Hold on, let me go ahead and call the cases.
Okay, thank you.
Court calls the cases of the state of Texas versus Miguel Angel Ramos, cause numbers 2019-0C07B52, 2020-0C08757, and 2020-0C07906. Let the record reflect these proceedings are being held in compliance with the emergency orders of the Texas Supreme Court and the Court of Criminal Appeals under various miscellaneous docket numbers regarding the COVID-19 state of disaster, the guidance issued by OCA, and the El Paso Council of Judges statement to the attorneys of the bar. May I have announcement of counsel?
Samantha Nelson for the state is ready.
Good morning, Your Honor. Regina Arditi on behalf of Miguel Ramos, and we are ready also.
All right, what do you have, Mr. Arditi?
Your Honor, my client Miguel Ramos is 63 years of age, and these 3 cases stem out of incidences involving his wife. The house that they had lived in, he had purchased, which is at 3725 Thompson. They had been living there together. His wife owns a second house, which is at 357 Barnhart in Socorro, Texas. However, when she filed a protective order, she filed it on the house where both of them lived on Thompson Street. But she's living on Socorro, so as a result of the protective order, he can't go back to the only place he has to live, so he's been living in his van. And as a result, I've been having a very difficult time trying to get a hold of him. He doesn't have an email address, and the phone number that I have for him with his business, you can't leave any messages, and he says he can't answer the phone, that he needs to get another phone. So that's been some of the problems that I have encountered in this case, trying to get a hold of him. So I haven't even been able to send him the waiver of arraignments or the attorney verifications for him to sign, since he doesn't have an email address. But what I'd like to find out, and I had asked him if he could possibly move in with his son, which he doesn't know, but if you could possibly, if we could amend the orders on the protective order that his wife live in Socorro, because that's where she is living, and he could return to his house. What she's doing is she's parking her car at the Thompson house, has her son pick her up, and she's living at the Socorro house because when things had started to get bad, Mr. Ramos himself had gone and moved all the furniture to the Socorro house so she could live in. And the only thing that was left at the Thompson house was a bed and sofa for him to stay at. But with that protective order, he's living on the streets. His business is Rams Carpet Cleaning, and Judge, because of the COVID, he's had to apply for unemployment. So he's getting partial unemployment of $372 bi-weekly, which he's barely being able to live on. If you could grant him a PR bond, and if I can send you over an amended order for the
I'm not the judge that issued the protective order, so I'm not going to amend it.
Okay. All right.
Now, does the state have anything?
Yes, Your Honor, the state opposes a bond reduction, given that the primary concern is Martha Ramos's safety. All three cases involve her as the victim. The state actually offered on the 2019 assault case to dismiss it if the defendant successfully completed BIP. After he completed BIP, he picked up this second assault in September of 2020. And then as a result of that assault, Ms. Ramos got a protective order, which the defendant then violated on October 21st. Additionally, the state has tried to work out these cases for the last month, but because the defendant hasn't been in touch with his attorney, we haven't been able to move them at all. So the state is concerned that Mr. Ramos will not show up to future hearings.
Your Honor,
I do have a concern because regardless of the protective order, there are 3 different incidents, and 2 of them involve family violence. So I do have a concern for the victim's safety at this point.
And Your Honor, I would just like to add that I have been in touch with Ms. Ramos throughout this whole process, and she does fear the defendant and is concerned for her safety.
What are his priors?
The only convictions he has are a DWI second from 2010 out of Odessa. But he does have several assaults that were declined.
Well, if he has a DWI second conviction, that means he has to have a DWI first conviction, right?
The DWI first is old enough that when I look at it on Portal, I can't tell exactly when it occurred, but I believe it was from 1979.
I show a 2009 DWI, a 1983 DUI. A DWI in 2009 apparently was dismissed, and then a second in 2011. All right. Anything else, Ms. Arditi?
Your Honor, I understand the court's concern, but if the victim is living in Socorro, there should be no problem with my client coming near the victim.
If the
And this-
victim happens to be at the Thompson house, then your client can't go there.
I understand, Your Honor, but during these COVID times, which I'm going to have to present something to the protective order court so that we can try to resolve this issue. She has two homes, Your Honor, one in Socorro and one in El Paso. And if she's living at the Socorro home and just has the car at the Thompson address, just out of spite, that so that my client is living on the street, that
Okay, well,
doesn't seem.
regardless of that, that doesn't address the bond matters. So at this time, I'm going to deny the bond reduction. Once you get the protective order squared away, we can rehear this matter. And I would also like to have the complaining witness present so that we can address that issue.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Arditi. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you too. Bye-bye. Bye, Samantha.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Ms.
Mr. Ramos. You take care.
No, Ms. Arditi, once that's addressed,
Pardon?
let us know once you address the protective order and we'll bring Mr. Ramos back for another hearing.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. I will.
Thank you. All right, so downtown, you're gonna go get Mr. Woodruff? Yes?
Hope
Yes,
so.
Your Honor. Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor, I need to go pull him from a different floor.
Okay, then let me take up somebody from the annex. Two. Irma, are you getting Mr. Herrera to log on?
Judge, he said he
Okay.
was in the waiting room.
All right, let me check there. And Alex, where are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Who do we have?
Nunez Abraham?
Okay, his attorney is just logging in now. Let's take care of Mr. Nunez.
Yes, Judge.
Court calls the cases of the state of Texas versus Abraham Nunez, cause number 2020-C05617, 2020-C09131, and P file, 2020 P file 12680. Let the record reflect this proceeding is being heard in compliance with the emergency orders of the Texas Supreme Court and the Court of Criminal Appeals under various miscellaneous docket numbers regarding the COVID-19 state of disaster, the guidance issued by OCA and the El Paso Council Judge's statement to the attorneys of the El Paso Bar regarding coronavirus. May I have announcement of counsel?
Samantha Nelson for the state. The state is ready.
Okay, for defendant.
All right, you are Abraham Nunez. You are Abraham Nunez.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. Solemnly swear firm testimony may give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes,
All right. What do you have, Mr. Herrera?
Judge, I have Abraham Nunez, born 5/24/02, 18 years old, residing at 1018 East California, apartment 2. Been there about 6 years. I talked to him on November the 6th, and I believe on that date, he was unemployed, and I believe that he was in hunting for a job. I have not looked at his record to see what, if any. So I do believe that he's not able to make any bond. I don't know what the amount is on, are these the three together, Judge? When I got this case at the beginning, it was $500 was a PR bond, and I believe it was 2 cases. And now it's a third one that's been added.
Right, while he was out on bond for the first 2, he apparently picked up a new possession of controlled substance on December 1st.
Okay,
So
I don't know
what
what
do
the
you
bond is on
do,
that.
Mr. Nunez? Do you work, go to school? What do you do?
Yes, I work in daycare staffing.
I can't hear you with your mask on.
I work in red cap staffing. It's like labor work, construction work. I was working with my dad, but since the COVID started, the jobs slowed down, so I started working there.
All right. Well, we're not going to be playing this merry-go-round cycle, Mr. Nunez, where I let you out on PR bond, you pick up a new case, wind up in jail. I let you out on PR bond, you pick up a new case, you wind up in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
This is the last time I'm going to let you out in a PR bond. You get arrested for possession of anything again, or get arrested for anything, you're going to sit in jail till these cases are taken care of. Is that clear enough?
Yes, ma'am.
Does he have any priors, state?
Just possession of marijuana under 2 ounces from 2018 when he was a juvenile.
All right, then I'm going to let him out on a PR bond on all 3 cases. I want you to get a job. I don't care what kind of job, just get a job. You're going to be reporting to PR bonds. All right, anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Judge,
Yes, sir.
the reporting, is it once a month?
I don't know what it is. It's the standard reporting. You can check with PR bonds and they'll let you know.
Okay. No questions, Your Honor.
Okey doke. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Do you, pardon?
Maybe HP. I'm sorry. That will be the last one.
Who do you have?
No, that's it, Your Honor. Maybe.
Don't you have Mr. Sinise? Sinisi?
I thought it was wasted.
Mr. Gonzalez, what are you doing on that?
Your Honor, we need to schedule a plea of truth to the technical allegations, Judge.
Okay, then we will, once you have all the paperwork, contact my staff and they will go ahead and schedule you probably sometime in January.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank
May I be-
you. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay,
Merry
then
Christmas,
thank you. Annex, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We will see you in January. Take care.
Yes, ma'am. You too.
All right, Mr. Dowd.
I think you just wanted me to hang out with you till the end, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know why the downtown has to go floor to floor and the annex can have them all there.
I'll be honest, I don't even know why I'm here. This guy, they filed that motion, or they sent me that motion like 5 months ago. I've got no idea what's going on.
Join the club.
Please, I don't want to. I'm new to this. I need some other different, easier club for a little while, please. Although I think it was you and Samantha told me to start going for walks. So I went for a walk 2 weeks ago and then I got COVID. And I told you guys it would happen. Yeah, and Samantha, yeah, I got the test back, so I'm better now. But I swear I told you guys it was gonna be y'all's fault.
Only you would get COVID out
Only.
in the open air.
Yeah. I stick my head out of my apartment for 10 seconds, and the viral particles just start flying in.
Samantha and I have been walking for months, and you get COVID.
I think I'm weak. I had a weak soul from not walking, And that's
There you
what
go. All right, Mr. Woodruff. Court calls the case of the state of Texas versus Arturo Woodruff, cause number 2020-C03589. This proceeding is being held in compliance with emergency orders of the Texas Supreme Court and the Court of Criminal Appeals under various miscellaneous docket numbers regarding the COVID-19 state of disaster, the guidance issued by OCA and the El Paso Council Judge's statement to the attorneys of the bar regarding coronavirus. May I have announcement of counsel?
Samantha Nelson for the state is ready.
Joseph Dowd for the defense is ready, Your Honor.
You are Arturo Woodruff.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. Solemnly swear affirm testimony you may give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do, Your Honor.
Pardon?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. What do you have, Mr. Dowd?
Your Honor, up until recently on this misdemeanor case, we were held up because he also had a felony, but they've granted him a bond on the felony on a personal recognizance bond. So I'm asking for the same to be extended on this misdemeanor. He's been confined for almost 200 days.
On this misdemeanor?
Combined with the felony, yes.
All right. What is the felony?
The felony was assault family violence, Your Honor. I think it was the one with the impeded breath. I'm sorry that I don't know the exact statute for that one, Your Honor.
Okay. Does the state have anything?
Your Honor, I will defer to the court. I do want to make you aware of the defendant's criminal history. It's fairly extensive. He has convictions for a felony burglary of habitation from 2010, several criminal mischief convictions from 1997, an ag assault with a deadly weapon conviction from 1996. And he's also currently, I believe, on probation out of Delaware, and that is recent. He had a violation of probation charge in 2019. It looks like it was a theft case, a forgery, larceny, and that's it.
Okay. So apparently he allegedly broke the door and the window at his grandmother's house. Is that correct?
I believe the house actually belongs to his uncle, but the grandmother was present.
Okay. She's not by chance the victim on the assault, is she?
No, the victim in the assault is the defendant's mother.
All right. What is his bond, Mr. Dowd?
Currently, Your Honor, it's set at $1,000 on the misdemeanor, the criminal mischief.
And he needs to be out on bond because?
Well, Your Honor, he's been confined for 200 days. So by statute, I think we're past the amount of time we can keep him on a misdemeanor. In addition, as Your Honor is well aware, the purpose of bond is not to be punitive. It's to make sure that he's going to show up. He's already been extended PR bond on a much higher charge, which is the felony. So I believe that if we have the facts that will allow him that he's going to check in for the felony, I don't think it's going to be a problem for the misdemeanor.
Your Honor, the state would just request, if you do decide to grant bond, that the terms match that of the bond granted in the felony, as well as banning the defendant from his uncle's house. And I have
Do you have that address and his uncle's name or grandmother's name?
The address is 3914 Waco Avenue, Apartment A, 79903. And the uncle's name is John Woodruff.
right.
Your Honor,
I
may I
don't-
speak real quick, please?
It's probably not a good idea.
Mr. Woodruff,
Yes.
I would advise you not to say anything right now, man. If you want to
Alright.
communicate something to the court, I'll talk to you in a private room after this.
All
And
right.
if we figure out something we want to say, we'll talk to her about it. Okay.
All right, that's cool. Thank you.
All right. man.
All right, then I don't know what the terms are on the felony. I'm going to give him $1,000 PR bond. Stay away from the Waco address and Mr. Woodruff. Random urine analysis, commit no new offenses, no use of illegal drugs or alcohol, provide and maintain current contact information with CJC. Anything further?
Yes, Your Honor. I would just ask very briefly to be put into a breakout room with my client to discuss what he was going to bring up and also this issue with his other attorney.
All right. Let me
Thank you.
get you in there. Yeah.
Your Honor, I don't see an option to join a breakout room.
I thought I had put you in there. Let me see. You should be there now.
There we go.
Okay. I wish we used the same orders.
Your Honor, would it be helpful if I sent you the bond order from the felony court?
I have it here, but they use a different bond order.
Ah,
All right, Your Honor. Thank you very much for your time. We got nothing else to tell you. We're good to go. Your Honor, you're muted.
Oh,
Does she know that she's muted?
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
Samantha, good luck to you in the new court. I hope all goes well.
I will definitely be around, so you'll see me.
All right. You all have a Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Merry
Bye,
Christmas.
Jail.